Hi, this is Mark Smith, and I am here to present the Open Educational Resources. This is my contribution to the Citadel, and this is a primer to the what, the how, and the so what of Open Educational Resources. Let me unpack that a little bit for you. We'll spend some time defining the what, how it started, how it's contributed to uh, an open access to almost a flattening agent to uh, education across the world, and finally the implications on higher education. This PowerPoint will walk you through all of that. There is a link to the lesson plan, which I'll take you to now. And in this lesson plan, you'll see that I did create this with Dr. Tomei in his Teaching for Higher Education course. So this overview is the teaching episode will introduce cohort members and you to open educational resources by giving a definition, doing some exploration. I have 3 or 4 videos embedded in here that you can look at, and then finally challenging you to consider the implications in your own classroom. At the end of this lesson, you will be able to provide your own definitions for open educational resources, identify characteristics of OER, and what I mean by that, we'll be looking at Creative Commons, the different licensures that are available through them that make open educational resources available for not only reuse but remixing and redistributing, which is a powerful tool that paralleled the emergence of open educational resources. And finally, maybe provide an opportunity. I have a link to a Padlet at the end of the presentation that allows you to share your own ideas and implications of open educational resources in your particular field. The agenda for the presentation, you can see that we're going to unpack OER, what's it mean to you, and during the presentation you'll see the evolution, examples, implications, and finally we have the discussion and the assessment at the end. I do have some resources that were used in the creation of the presentation, but more importantly for your own investigation also. So those are active links inside the Google document. And again, there's a link to the Google document within the presentation. My email is presented at the top if you have any questions. And let's just start with the starter. What do you think OER is? And what are the applications of an OER according to your own understanding? And as we move through the presentation, I'd like you to take a look at notes here. This is where things that are important to you, things that you might want to investigate later on after the presentation. And then finally, any questions you have. And I would support you in emailing me any questions that you might have so that you can get some answers to and maybe even further your investigation into open educational resources inside your own classroom. And then finally, just some reflective thinking about how do you see open educational resources working or not working in your own career, in your own classroom. And at the very end, we do have a little assessment here that you can complete. So with that said, I'd like to go ahead and leave you with the presentation itself. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Again, I'm Mark Smith, and this is my contribution to the Citadel resource page.